Okay, what's up? I'm gonna be making a cool jacket. That's my goal. I went to the thrift store and I got this jacket. It's, what I like about it, I want to make a jean jacket. I want to put pins and, I don't know, patches and maybe painted and stuff like that. I got this at the thrift store. I really like it because it's plain. It does have pockets, which makes me happy, but it doesn't have any, like, titty pockets, or it doesn't have any like the extra lines. It's basically a blank canvas. It's pretty much the perfect jacket. The first thing I'm gonna do though is start by cutting this detail off because I don't need it and I don't really like it. Because I was thinking of putting on the back, like, hold on the back, like painting like a cool, like the back of a skeleton, I guess. Like I would have the spine here and the shoulder blades, and I think that could look kind of interesting to put on something on the back. And it's very plain, it's very simple, I like it. So it's pretty solid in that aspect. Oh, and then something I also want to do is I want to cut off the sleeves, but then put either like a series of buttons or a zipper so that I can take the sleeves off or put them back on, because I like jean jacket vests, it'd be nice for the summer or fall to have a t-shirt or a long sleeve shirt underneath, but then if it's a little colder I'd like to have the sleeves, so being able to take the sleeves on and off would be pretty cool. Also, I'm gonna cut this off and I'm gonna probably try and go and find some cool buttons and change the buttons, because I don't know, I don't really like these buttons. Also, I do like, I wonder if I could like sew this up too, so I could have an inner pocket here. That'd be kind of dope. This is what the jacket looks like on me. It's pretty big. That's kind of why I liked it, is because it's big and, especially like it's big enough that I could feasibly put, another jacket under here. And again, I like, as I said before, I really like the fact that there's basically nothing going on. It is the plainest possible jacket, like jean jacket you could find. Huge fan of the fact that it has pockets. So yeah, thrift stores are OP. Okay, so as you can see, I successfully was able to pull off a sleeve. I didn't like cut it up or anything. I just used a seam ripper, and which, as the name implies, I ripped off all of the seams. And so basically how it's kind of constructed is that, like, this was just, I can't really, I don't know how to show you really, but it'll be pretty easy, I think, to like sew it back on. But basically, I didn't just cut off the sleeves, I ripped the seams off, and I'm gonna figure out a way to essentially try to keep this intact as much as possible, and either use sew on a zipper or maybe a series of buttons. I'm not entirely sure, but I'm really happy I was able to do one, and now I'm gonna do the other. Okay, this is what I have so far. I took a piece of paper, and it took me a really long time to figure out how kind of wide it's hard, because when you look at it directly, it is more or less the same shape. But the problem is that, I just looked at pictures of an anatomy, like anatomy pictures, and just took a screenshot and then printed it out. So this, I will have to take some liberties from the screenshot, the paper, and like extend it here, because my shoulder blades end here, and I'll probably make some of the ribs like a little thicker along the sides, because it looks small on the jacket, sort of, but it looks okay on me. And so what I've been doing is I've been sewing it on like just directly onto the paper, and then I'll rip off the paper, but it looks really cool from the inside. You can see where I've started to sew it. So yeah, I'm just literally just tracing it, and I think it's a little off center. I tried my best to center it. I think I could have tried a little harder. But yeah, as you can see, I'm just like, can you see? Yeah, you can see. I'm like literally just following the lines. That's where I'm at right now. But what I like about this method and not painting it on is that I can have a little bit creative liberties, and that if I want to cut something off, I can. Like if I'm not happy with a section, I can literally just cut it and then just pull the thread out and then just put it, and then just sew more on. Like, so you know, it's pretty simple. But yeah, that's what I have so far, and I'm gonna keep doing that. This part's all kind of sewed up, I guess, this bottom part, so I'm gonna try and rip it off and see like what, like, will I be able to, I need to do this two hands, hold on. This is just the outline. I'm gonna outline it, and then I want to put like I want to take embroidery floss and like, I don't know, somehow shade it in a way. But yeah, that's what I got going so far. Okay, so we're gonna do a little update, and I've decided I'm gonna break this journey up into little pieces. I'm very dedicated to this, so it's not like I'm just gonna randomly stop it. There just might be long stretches of time between this journey. So anyways, also, do you like my chicken permission shirt?
Chicken parmesan, but I think that it sounds like chicken permission.
The sleeves will pop off really easily. Like this is just this these little snap-ons are just not strong enough. Like I snapped them on, and yes, I don't have it fully, you know, done, but even just putting my sleeve up, like they'll pop off. So I don't think that it's, you know, the best thing. So what I've decided is I'm going to instead sew buttons onto the sleeve, and then like obviously like make little holes in here, and then try and I guess maybe put like thread around the holes so that the holes don't like stretch, I guess. Like basically do this around the holes. I don't know what that process is called, but do this around the holes, and then just have basically like button it on, and I'm gonna make the holes pretty, I'm gonna make it probably pretty small, and it'll probably take a really long time to button it on and off, so it's not gonna be a really fast process, but I think that that's a better move. So anyways, that's sleeve ideas. But for the back of the jacket, hold on, I hope that you can see this, I hope that I'm lined up correctly, but I did a pretty good job, I think. As you can see, I tried to, this is like free-handed, so I tried to extend it a little bit, and I think it's a bit uneven, so I'm gonna have to be careful when I'm actually sewing it on, because this is just meant to be like a template. It's not meant to be exact, and so I don't know if that looks proportional, because on one, like, I feel it looks good, because the thing is that if you like pull it, I think it's pretty close, and I don't know if you can see my shoulder blade, but I think it's lined up somewhat. If I stand up really straight, like with proper posture for once in my life, like they end here, so it's actually pretty accurate. It's a little bit further out, but it is what it is. And again, like when I pull it back, it has to, obviously it's not perfectly aligned, but you have to take into account like things like, I was gonna say fat and muscle, but there's no muscle up here. I don't know, I think that I made it too small. I should have made the printout a little bit bigger. But you know, it's part of the creative process, and overall I think that it looks pretty solid. I'm actually pretty happy with it. Oh, and then another thing is I have been trying to look for floss, because my goal is, I've decided that I want to have kind of like a sole, kind of like the warden, I want it to look like it's inside the cavity of the ribs. I want it to be the same color as the warden's kind of bones, because apparently those are supposed to be bones, and I think that would look really cool. But I don't know if I have the skill for that. Like, it's an artistic skill that I'm not sure I possess. So it'll definitely be an attempt. We'll make an attempt. Yeah, so I'll work on it some more, film the updates, and then eventually we'll have another progress video in the future. We're gonna call this the jacket journey. Okay, peace.